Okay, so this is Metroid Zero Mission, any percent normal.
It is very normal.
Is very indeed normal. Metroid Zero Mission is a retelling of Metroid 1 for the NES with some added things to it. And we will see that in just a moment.
Yeah, a lot of added plot.
All right.
3, 2,
Two,
1, let's
go.
rock! Okay, so right off the bat, we're going to see that while this is very similar to Metroid Fusion, the physics are slightly different. Gravity is a little bit heavier. Movement is a little bit more crisp. Shot extends will not be happening on this, as shooting moves you up a pixel instead of down one. So we're going to be trying to keep our platforming as precise as possible.
I will say I'm mildly disappointed we didn't end the countdown at 0.
I just got it. A little bit slow on the draw here.
I can't shoot.
We do have a $50 donation from our very own Sakura Tsubasa.
Saku!
Oh.
Woo! All right, this is the first and only required Chozo statue. It's pretty much just it's just there for beginning Metroid players to be like, hey, if you're lost, this is where you need to go.
It's trying to tell us to go get Longbeam, but we're not going to go get Longbeam.
Yeah, it's merely a suggestion.
I did not thread the needle.
Yeah, that's a quite tight wall jump they have to make.
Shoot.
Another thing about wall jumps, in Zero Mission you can wall jump up single walls. You have much more control over that. Fusion does not allow you to do so. Uh-oh.
In general, Zero Mission is much more speedrun. Well, I wouldn't say more speedrun friendly, just more sequence break friendly. They kind of designed the game in a way that encourages you to
Explore.
Yeah, explore, just kind of pick apart how the game works. There's a lot of little shortcuts and stuff that you wouldn't come across in a casual playthrough. Just like in Fusion, there are double shots in this game, but it looks like both players missed them.
Okay.
Normally this, I'm not sure what to call it, worm.
Brinstar Worm.
Brinstar worm. Alright, so
Really? Game.
normally you don't want to have it run away like that. I actually don't remember what happens when it does that.
It'll be in the room after hives.
Okay.
But his eye was open and the missile hit it, right?
It looked like it.
So yeah, once they kill Brinstar Worm, it drops Charge Beam, but they just leave the room without grabbing it because it takes too long to wait for it to die. Instead, they'll come back through later to pick up Charge Beam.
Okay.
Alright, so Hive Room. This can go pretty bad real quick. It takes 3 missiles and a shot?
3 missiles and 2 shots.
2 shots. Okay, 3 missiles and 2 shots to destroy a hive. You want to have a pretty good missile count coming in here, and that's reliant on good RNG drops from the various creatures of Brinstar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Brinstar is like our biggest reset point, mainly because the climb and just the early game itself can be very brutal if you can't get either good luck or just have good execution.
Alright, let's see if we can, no, he's not even attempting the doubles this time. Playing it safe. That's good. Luckily, energy tanks will give us a refill on health.
So I just got the bombs. You'll find that the bombs have much shorter fuses than they do in Fusion, which allows me to do some... Oh, bugs are being a little rude today. So you have to destroy all of those bugs with bombs to be able to unlock the room. It's basically the game saying, hey, you just got this new power. We're going to make you use it right off.
Yep. Like MetroidMaster was mentioning, the bombs blow up much faster, It's just one of those little things where the developer was like, hey, we want you to break this game apart. You could say Super Metroid might have been a bit of a beautiful accident. Like, it was definitely intended for you to replay it over and over and get really fast at it. But this one, most of the tricks are fully intended by the developer. It's sort of interesting the kind of dichotomy between Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission in that regard. Alright, JC just picked up Charge Beam, I think a little bit earlier than he would normally because of his delayed Brinstar Worm kill.
Yeah, about that.
Alright, so now I am heading into Norfair, which is our next little area. Also, hello, Mother Brain. Everyone's wave hi. Hi, Mother Brain.
We'll see you soon.
We'll be seeing you very soon.
I have no missiles. Jump.
So I'm actually leaving Norfair and coming up to Criteria because there's a very important item up here that I need to get that actually, if I don't get it, you cannot progress in the game. This is also our favorite item for the Metroid Zero Mission Randomizer. Once I get it, you'll see what it is in just a moment. Not this item, but the next one.
I quite like this item. The game doesn't even know what it is.
True. It's incompatible with my current suit, apparently.
You are not yet authorized to use it.
Okay, but this is before I had a CO, though? So...
No.
Oh, wait, no, technically I did. You're right, I did.
Well, you have to wait for Charlie to give you the okay.
Oh, yeah, right, Charlie. We'll meet Charlie later.
Charlie's a friend of ours. Alright, so this item right here is the Power Grip. In Metroid Fusion, Samus can hang off ledges. In Zero Mission, you cannot do that until you pick up Power Grip. Now, the game intends for you to wait for this statue to rise up, and so you can use your Power Grip to get up here. But if you use your bomb jumps correctly, you can actually just beat it up to the without waiting for the platforms to appear. If you drop the bomb jump, there is a backup. You can wall jump along the side there, but you do have to wait for the platform to finish rising. So it does waste a little bit of time if you have to use the backup. Also, picking up that mysterious item earlier allows him to destroy those blocks that have that symbol on it.
So the reason why we pick up Power Grip, other than its snazzy ability to let us grab ledges, there's a vine in Norfair that blocks your progression until you pick up Power Grip. For whatever reason, the designers decided to put it there.
Yeah, it's one of the few, I guess, roadblocks Zero Mission has. Probably the only one, really. On JC's screen, we just got to see the backup. Still pretty cool to watch, in my opinion.
If you like wall jumps.
Wall jumps are cool.
To be honest, yes, wall jumps are very fun. Some of my fusion habits are still showing through as I'm just running through with charges even though I don't need to.
Yeah. Charge Beam isn't quite as useful as Charge and Fusion. I mean, it still has all its utility, but it's not as overpowered as Fusion's Charge Beam.
Speaking of which, we just picked up the Ice Beam. Hey, so our body can handle this one?
Sorry, you need a license for that beam?
Oh, that was a nice climb there. You're kind of intended to shoot the Ripper and use it as a platform, but with a well-timed wall jump, you can just go over it. Alright, so you're expected to get that statue, but as you saw, he can just jump over it with a bomb jump. Personally, I think that's like the coolest skip in the game, even if it's not the hardest.
Basically, landing in that statue would waste time because it would be the Chozo telling you, oh, you need to go here, but we're not going to go there. So here's our first, like, big developer-intended skip in the game. So this little alternate path that I'm taking here, normally you drop down after getting Ice Beam, go back up to Brinstar, and fight Kraid. This little path here is going to take me to Ridley. So technically, this is kind of a reverse boss order, if you want to call it that.
If you squint kind of hard. I guess reverse major bosses, since you still have to fight the Imago before Ridley.
Yeah, so this is the hardest mini-boss in the game to do fast. This is Imago Cocoon. And basically, it's got these little vines here that you need to shoot down with missiles.
Jaysee had a very nice statue skip.
And a very nice Imago.
Wow, yeah, that was a fast bug.
Oh, I missed it.
All right, and now we get to meet Squawker Z.
Ridley likes to yell in this game as he does in Fusion, but thankfully the developers realized he doesn't need to be as loud.
There he is.
Yep. Let's see. All right, here's another bomb jump.
Bad. That's not good.
So again, another little shortcut. Normally, we're supposed to go back up. Excuse me?
Ooh.
There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. Normally, we're supposed to go back up and fight another mini-boss to get super missiles. They put in this little shortcut here. I can skip that mini-boss fight, and I'll actually be picking up super missiles a little bit later. Now, this room, I do have to be very careful, as these side hoppers deal a lot of damage, and I'm trying to, conserve health.
Ooh.
Which is not going as smoothly as I would like.
Come on, drops.
Yeah, so...
I got bad drops along the way there.
Yeah, if you don't get the missile drops you need, Imago can just take forever to get through.
I was supposed to enter this fight with 18, but I didn't.
How many did you have?
13.
Oof.
Yeah, so right now he just has to farm these projectiles. Wow, it is not being nice.
So one thing to know about how drops work in this game is if you're not at very high health or near full health, the game will prioritize dropping energy so that you can refill your health. And then after that, it'll start dropping missiles or ammo. So I have our super missiles. It does about the damage of 10 regular missiles.
All right.
Wow. Okay. I finally made it through. GG RNG drops.
Yeah, that was unfortunately a situation he couldn't do much about. I mean, he did tink a couple missiles, but that was mostly just bad RNG.
I don't think I accidentally skipped a missile pack.
Also, we have our friendly Idors. Much less RNG. They're actually very consistent. So we're in Ridley's room. He's not showing up just yet.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll see him soon. I'm going to pick up our second unknown item, though.
Ridley likes to show up fashionably late.
Yeah, and I'm going to pick up this energy tank, one for the free refill, and two for much more safety. And you'll find that our strat for Ridley in Metroid Zero Mission is a little different than Fusion's. And I'm going to show this now, because here he comes!
Pretty different from Super Metroid also. Just kind of rush him until he dies. Not nearly as difficult as Ridley usually is.
Alright, so this opens the first part of the statue, which, if you took the original intended path, you would see that say, oh, that is very good super missile drops. So I want Ridley to drop at least, uh-oh. Okay, ledge grabs. So I wanted Ridley to drop at least 2 super missile ammunition so I don't have to farm for super missiles later. We want to have 4 super missiles and at least 10 to 12 missiles leaving Ridley and going into Kraid.
Yeah. Also, we kind of glossed over it earlier, but considering we're kind of not supposed to be in Ridley yet, the enemies in this area do a lot of damage, especially these orbs. And you're just going to come through here with low health because of those side hoppers. So one wrong move or just an orb bouncing in a way you don't expect can kill a run, pretty much.
Did somebody say orb?
Orb. Ooh, alright, alright. He's safe as long as he gets this one. Alright.
Sold out of that one.
So here I'm going to take another little quick shortcut. Normally you would have Speed Booster here. I don't, so I'm just going to take these couple little ball cannons and launch myself out of here. But normally the intended path would take you around this little Speed Booster puzzle and you would get Screw Attack. So on the way out of Norfair, I'm going to go a little to the side and grab the high jump, which obviously has the same effect as what we got in Metroid Fusion. It gives us higher jump and the jump ball, and it saves time with the
Oh, I think I took super.
oh no.
Alright, I think he missed a super, but luckily it didn't matter too much. Just lost it a little bit of time. Thankfully, Ridley will drop a lot of missiles. Oh, a lot of supers.
Good super drops.
Supers are very important. There's a reason why we do Ridley before Kraid, and you'll see it pretty soon here.
So it can skip this cutscene. That's why.
Yeah.
One reason.
We want to skip the DLC.
You wouldn't.
Ooh, alright, threaded the needle there. If you can time your wall jumps right, you would normally have to freeze the rippers and use them as platforms. But if you have high jump and you time your wall jumps just right, you'll be able to thread the needle and just jump right past them. So coming through Brinstar, quick little trip back, and I'm going to head into Kraid. And I'm going to be doing another mini-boss skip with just about as soon as I enter Kraid. But with that, I will have to call quiet time. I will let you know when it comes up.
And I'll just kind of go ahead and explain what he's talking about. So there's a mini-boss called the Acid Worm. If you let Zero Mission sit on the title screen for a little bit, it will show up in like the kind of demo. But basically, there's these things you're supposed to ride across the top of the screen. They're kind of like conveyor belts. You can only do those after defeating the Acid Worm. You can skip the need to do that if you do a really... It's kind of like a really precise bomb jump. If you fail this bomb jump...
I'm going to have to call quiet time. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Hello? All right, got it. First try.
That is, that's really tough. If he messed that up, he just loses a lot of time.
So if I mess it up and I can't get the swag backup strat, I would have to reset the room, which costs me 20 seconds every time I do it. You can fail this trick a few times before you start really losing time over fighting the Acid Worm, but you just really want to get that trick first try.
Yeah, and the backup trick is basically a sideways infinite bomb jump, which is insanely hard to do. The standard bomb jump's already kind of tough, but you don't want to have to rely on the backup. Let's just say that. All right, JC made it through the rippers just nicely.
All right, now I'm coming up on Kraid. Now, if you pay attention and don't blink, you just might see a boss fight.
If you saw Super Metroid earlier, we do have a question for you. Which is faster, Super Metroid Kraid?
Okay, ready? Everyone say, hi, Kraid!
Hi, Kraid!
Bye, Kraid.
Did he damage you?
I think he did. I think I ran into the claw.
Well, that's never happened before.
No, it hasn't.
Things runners always say.
So we'll let y'all answer that question once JC is done with Kraid. For now, I've got Speed Booster, which lets me run really, really fast.
Gotta go fast. Speed Booster and Zero Mission's pretty similar to Fusion, but it's, I guess I want to say it's kind of like a lot more important because it opens up so many shortcuts and that sort of thing, since Zero Mission in general is just a more open game.
Oh, got hit by the bugs.
Alright, oh. Alright. Will JC go for the backup? Ooh, that was great. That is so hard to do.
Congrats on the swag, JC.
It's the only trick I'm good at in this game.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a refill here. So remember that little statue with the eyes open? We're going to go visit that statue, and it's going to open up the way into the next area, which is Torian. So remember that brain-looking thing that showed up in that cutscene in Norfair? We're going to go give her a visit. That is Mother Brain. Hey, look, I don't make up the names for these things.
Is this the same Mother Brain from MetroidMaster?
Maybe? I don't know. There was one.
By the way, shoutouts to Kraid's music. It's just one of my favorite songs in the soundtrack. Well, I meant the music for the area theme. For some reason, the boss in the area has the same name. Yep. Pretty quick kill.
So I do want to post a question though. Which quick kill is faster? Zero missions or supers?
But does this include the time it takes Kraid to die?
You know, it would be fun to time based on when you enter the room and when you exit the room. I don't know how fair that would be.
Or the cutscene.
Yeah, there's the cutscene too that you have to deal with. Gameplay-wise, I think Zero's is faster. Alright, so Torian is the basically big RNG part of the game that in super missiles are a flat 9% drop rate. Optimally, I want to kill the Metroids in here with super missiles. Otherwise, I have to sit there and slam 5 regular missiles into them to kill them. As opposed to 1 super.
Okay.
Also, these ring things are, fittingly enough, called Rinkas. There's 2 varieties. Right now, we're only seeing the red ones, but there's also green Rinkas. The only difference is the green ones always drop an item, while the red ones only sometimes drop an item.
What did I do?
I'm not familiar with this room. Okay. I think we're gonna save it. Alright, yeah, there we go.
That's not good.
Oh.
Why can't I play today?
That's a little rough, but thankfully it's not too big of a time loss if... Alright. Going a little higher for safety. Alright, there we go.
This super luck today is amazing. Except I'm trying to play it safe so I don't have to farm as much later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's good. I have to farm some missiles, but otherwise the counts are really good. So I'm coming up into the room that Mother Brain is in, except I'm going to leave real quick. But first I'm going to destroy these 2 Zebatites. They won't come back when I re-enter the room. So I'm going to go ahead and farm myself back up to full missiles. So the green Rinkas here will always drop an item when you destroy them, unless you haven't collected the item that they dropped, and then they just won't drop another.
And I'll do this again anyways.
What JC was going for is the Brinstar Super Missile. This makes Torian a little bit more consistent, and then he doesn't have to pick up a Super Missile that I will be picking up a little bit later. Oh, okay. Rinka just wanted to give me a Super Missile drop there instead of a regular. It's fine. Hello? Okay. So one thing about these Zebatites is if you don't kill them quick enough, they do regenerate health. They take about 7 missiles straight to kill. Freeze. Alright. So the optimal way to damage Mother Brain in this is 4 regular missiles. Whoop. Oh dear.
Ooh, he tinked a super. That's bad. So he's going to have to kind of farm off of these Rinkas while dodging these lasers and trying not to fall into the lava.
I can take 1 lava bath. It's okay. Okay. Mother Brain is down, but we're not completely out of the woods yet. Time bomb has been set. Get out fast.
Also, for some reason, even though Mother Brain acts as a wall, he can get a speed boost off of her during that little text cutscene thing. So he uses a speed boost to climb really fast.
Think of it as something like the Infinite Stairwell in Super Mario 64, except I'm building Speed Booster off of it instead of backwards long jumping.
How much speed boost do we need in order to travel parallel universe?
About 12 hours worth.
Oh.
All right. And so we beat the game, right?
What? No, you forgot to save the animals.
Oh.
We don't.
But there are no animals to save. I don't know where they are. Is some secret
The
developer
Rippers.
room or something?
The Rippers.
Metroids are animals too, but you just killed them.
Yeah, we just eradicated them all.
No,
See, we beat the game, right? We took off the suit, right? We got
That's
the
not
good
until
ending.
the-
Oh
no.
dear. Run away! Okay, they're shooting at me. Okay, we're good, right? We got away. So that should be time, right? No? Okay, timer's still going, so... oh no. Oh, I guess we're dead. That's game over. Oh, no, we're living. We're living. We don't have a suit, but we're living. So, basically, Samus decided to just take off the suit. And, now we're stranded back on Zebes.
Yeah.
With no suit. So what are we going to do? We're going to infiltrate the Space Pirate Stronghold. So I only have this little handgun. And it will stun enemies at full charge.
Yeah, we're kind of hoping the space pirates can authorize the use of the suit.
I don't think they will.
If you ask nicely, maybe.
They're not exactly nice.
All right, so most important trick in the game's coming up. It's called map skip. If he gets the map, the run is not valid. All right.
And we got it. The run's valid. All right, so I'm going to take this refill here. Because, one, I really want the health. Two, safety, whatever. So the cool thing about the stealth section, though, and the pirates, is that if you move exactly the same way, they will move in the same way to follow you. So, you know, you take this specific route and movement, and you'll usually have no problems getting around. I will ask for quiet time here, though, because I am about to do another somewhat tough skip called Tripwire Skip. Oh, man, I failed it. It's fine.
He's just going to have to kind of wait out a timer here, I think.
About 10 seconds-ish.
Yeah, this... I think it's like a door that won't open until the alarm goes off.
Yeah, you see the shutter that kind of stopped me for a bit, and I had to drop down? Okay, there we go, we're good. So if I had not waited and gone into this room, there would have been a shutter in my way there blocking my progression until the alarm was canceled. There are some cases, though, where we will break stealth because it's a bit faster and we just have a way to cancel the alarm. Take a little jump extend there so I don't get seen.
I believe entering a save room will cancel the alarm.
One specific one.
One specific one, and that'll come up in a little bit.
Now we got these searchlights here, you know. Don't want to get spotted.
Yep, we don't want to alert the guards.
Our goal is to become the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. It's fine. We got this.
All right, we're on to JC's escape. Pretty good escape so far.
So the little shots that I did there are what we call jump extends. It stops your... Oh, I got caught, but it's okay. Because we got another developer-intended shortcut, TM. And it also just happens to cancel the alarm as I'm falling down. So we're all good.
Hey, do you think you can crack that tube with the power bomb?
Maybe, but what's a power bomb?
I don't know. Have we been authorized to use those yet?
I don't think so.
We haven't been authorized to find them either. Yeah, power bombs in Zero Mission, their only purpose is to get more power bombs.
Oh, of course I lose my spin jump. So this room, if you don't get it right the first try, you have to go and reset the room, and it costs you a little bit of time. Because if you try to do it again after missing it once, the searchlights will spot you doing that wall jump, and it's just not a fun time. Alright. Gonna purposely break stealth here. Whoa, that was a little close.
It's worth noting that since he doesn't have his suit on, pretty much any hit will instantly drain one of his tanks. And with a lot of space pirates crawling around and that sort of thing, a small mistake can turn into a dead run, pretty much.
Where's my super suit?
Why do you need to know?
I need it.
Why?
The public is in danger.
My evening's in danger.
You tell me where my suit is then from. We are talking about the greater good.
Greater good? I'm your host.
So that jerk space pirate took my power bombs.
How could he?
I know. Also, that ledge grab is fairly precise. And hey, look, friendly fire.
All right.
So if you do that room fast enough, the space pirates can shoot each other, which is kind of fun. And their open beams are one-hit kills on each other. So if you do that room fast, you just get to watch a pirate die, and it's not even your fault.
All right, and JC has a valid run, by the way.
Yep, if nothing else happened in this run. Okay.
Okay.
That was weird.
That's good.
Did you get weird placement?
I did some weird thing that I forgot to do.
Yeah. So I'm going to skip this refill, and I'm coming up on basically what is RNG, the boss fight. It's the Chozo Guardian. We call him Charlie. So Charlie basically makes a little mirror image of you, and the only way to damage him is you have to wait until he reveals his weak point, which is this little sigil, and you have to shoot it with a fully charged stun gun shot. It's RNG on how long it takes for him to reveal this weak point. So on the first hit, I'm just going to hit it normally, and then I'm going to damage myself to see if it shortens that amount of time. as compared to just sitting there and waiting.
Like in this cutscene.
Yes.
The nice thing, though, is that beating Charlie gives you the authorization to use the power suit again.
Come on. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to damage myself with the low power shot because it only takes half an E-tank from me. And I'm just going to run around like a chicken with its head cut off. Okay, next. Take the damage boost. So the reason why that I'm running around with it like a chicken with its head cut off is I'm trying to avoid it doing its lightning bolt attack. If I am standing still, it'll do that. Oh, okay, missed one. It's fine. So on the final phase, he will do a lightning bolt on the center. Okay. Ooh, okay, I gotta be very careful here.
Come on, you got. Oh my gosh.
Alright, I'm just gonna wait that one out. Oh no!
You didn't save, did you?
No, I did not.
So unfortunately, that's a dead run.
Oh man, I was gonna quit after you finished.
So unfortunately, Charlie has this ability where the longer the fight gets, the more the fight goes, the more chaotic it can get. So if you let Charlie kind of get away from you, it becomes harder and harder to hit that weak point. So unfortunately, I shot a little too soon or a little too late, and instead of hitting the thing, I hit myself a couple times, and that was it. So we will leave it to JC to finish up this run.
Yeah, that's...
Unless I can somehow catch up, but...
We believe.
That's kind of what I was getting at earlier, is... I mentioned it a lot in both Fusion and Zero Mission, but there's just a lot of points in these runs where just like one small mistake or one piece of bad RNG can just throw the whole thing off, and once things get out of control, it's really hard to recover sometimes.
I'm gonna do my best just to see how far I can get.
All right. Oh, you should get you should go kill Acid Worm.
No thanks.
And Imago.
I don't feel like doing hundo today.
How much would people have to donate to get you to do Acid Worm?
50?
Oh, you heard him, chat.
All right. So donate $50 before JC finishes Ted, and Ted is the final boss. We'll talk about him when we get there, and we'll get an Acid Worm boss fight.
If you have $50 by the time I get to Kraid.
Yeah, let's say that. Are you gonna do intended route, or are you just gonna do the speedrun route?
I'm still doing speedrun route.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on?
Oh.
I'm gonna ooh.
There we go.
Oh no! So here's the question then: do we continue or do we?
We kill it.
We kill it. All right. So unfortunately, we did not get to see the end of Zero Mission.
That
Yeah,
is
we kind of
man.
filled this in last second and didn't practice this as much.
Double death. That
Actually,
is
technically, I have a save at Kraid.
Eh.
No. Or Torian.
The marathon continues.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all anyway for watching Metroid Zero Mission. So unfortunately, we have to kill the run because we both made mistakes. But it was very much fun. Thank you, JC, for the amazing races.
Yes.
And let's see, next is Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels.
That's yeah. I think
All
so.
right.
But yeah,
Alrighty.
good thing is you can play this game and find out how it ends for yourself. It's on the Wii U eShop, I believe.
And then we
Yeah, but
also,
then I have to pull out then I have to pull out the Wii U and.
yeah, we also have Discords for Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. So we're always happy to help out newer runners. You know, if you need advice or just playing through the game, we also have a really cool Metroid Zero Mission randomizer that y'all should check out. And maybe next time we could have a tournament for that. Who knows?
Perhaps someday. Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Good job to both of the runners.
All right, that was an attempt at Metroid Zero Mission.